Hi everyone, my name is Yango. In this video, my colleague Seamus and I will show you how to use the brand new PICO, Unity, and Unreal Engine SDKs to develop games or applications on PICO OS 6. As developers, we know that building robust, high-performance XR experiences is a complex job. You manage things, optimize performance, and navigate different platform requirements. Our goal is to reduce that friction, so you can focus on building and shipping your apps faster. Today, we are excited to show you the upgraded PICO Unity SDK with a brand new framework. We've structured this new SDK around a clear principle: one SDK, two rendering modes, and three app types. This means that whether you are building a high-fidelity VR game, a lightweight special app with 2D UI, or a title you plan to ship across multiple XR platforms, you now have a single streamlined SDK to work with. So, how easy to get started with this all-new SDK? Let's start with a new Unity project. We recommend using Unity 2022.3 LTS or a newer version. You can choose an official template from Unity to start your project. After downloading the SDK, simply add our SDK package from your local disk in the package manager. Once the import is complete, you'll see a brand new portal window. This is our one-stop configuration center prepared for you. In the portal, all you need to do is select the corresponding mode based on your target app type. Then, click Apply All. The SDK will automatically complete all the tedious project settings for you, from XR plugin management to graphic API configuration. Afterward, the project validation tool runs a series of checks to confirm that every setting is correct. This ensures your project is properly configured from the start, preventing common setup errors. With just a few clicks, your project is ready to go. As we mentioned, the SDK is designed to support three app modes. Now, let's take a closer look at what they are and help you choose the right one for your project. First is PICO XR mode. This is an ideal choice if you are building a VR game or application that demands maximum performance and graphical fidelity. This mode uses Unity's own rendering pipeline. If your project involves complex 3D environments, advanced physics, and custom rendering work, PICO XR mode provides direct access to the full capability of PICO's hardware. It's designed for developers who need to push the hardware to its limits. Next is PICO Spatial mode. This mode is designed for UI-centric applications. This mode uses PICO Spatial engine for system-level unified rendering. Thinking about porting an existing mobile app to a spatial context, or building a new productivity tool that runs alongside other apps. It's optimized for multi-app. If your app is primarily 2D or has simple 3D elements, this mode provides an efficient path to creating a spatial experience. Finally, we have Unity OpenXR mode. Like PICO XR mode, this is also for high-performance VR games and apps. The key difference is its emphasis on cross-platform compatibility. This mode uses Unity's own rendering pipeline. If you plan to release your title on PICO and other XR platforms, using the Unity OpenXR mode can significantly streamline your development and porting process. It's the most efficient choice for a multi-platform distribution strategy, especially If your project doesn't rely heavily on PICO exclusive hardware features, we support Unity's official XR interaction toolkit, XR Hands, and AR Foundation. We also provide a series of building blocks covering interaction, mixed reality, and other directions. With these tools, you can quickly complete your feature development work. So that's the new PICO Unity SDK, a unified, efficient, and robust framework designed for modern XR development. Please visit our official developer website to access the latest SDK and documentation. We prepared detailed, simple projects to help you to make a smooth transition. We believe it provides a stronger foundation for you to build upon. And we look forward to seeing what you are creating with it. Now, I will hand it over to my colleague Seamers, who will explain how to use the PICO Unreal SDK.
Thanks, Yango. Hi, I'm Seamers. For Unreal Engine, PICO will support all the 3 app types. In this video, I will focus on a walkthrough of setting up the OpenXR mode. We recommend using the latest version of Unreal Engine. After installing the engine, make sure you have correctly installed the Android target platform, as well as the templates and the feature packs. If your project is only for PC streaming, installing the Android target platform is not necessary. For C++ projects, you will need Visual Studio on Windows and Xcode on Mac OS. For details, please refer to the official Unreal Engine documentation. We recommend starting with Unreal Engine's built-in VR template. The VR template enables OpenXR-related plugins by default and includes commonly recommended project settings for VR development, such as Vulkan, ARM64, Mobile Multi-View, Mobile Forward Rendering, MSAA, and more. For mobile VR development, you also need to configure the Android SDK. Please refer to the official Unreal Engine documentation for Android support. Next, you will need to download the PICO OpenXR plugin from Fab or the PICO Developer official website, install it into Unreal Engine, and enable it in your project. This plugin contains many PICO-specific extensions that supplement the core capabilities of Unreal Engine's built-in OpenXR plugin, making your project more compatible with PICO OS 6. Finally, build and package your project into an Android APK and install it on your PICO device or PICO emulator. At this point, you should see the VR template running correctly. One important note, PICO OS 6 supports both eye-hand interaction and controller interaction. The VR template includes controller interaction out of the box, but it does not include eye-hand interaction, so you will need to use controllers to experience the VR template. You might also wonder, I didn't add any PICO controller input bindings in the VR template. Why does it still work? That's because at the system level on PICO OS 6, we remap and redirect Unreal Engine's built-in input mappings to PICO controllers. However, we still recommend that developers explicitly add input mappings for the PICO Ultra controller to ensure maximum compatibility. Next, I'd like to highlight a few important features. On input and interaction, PICO OS 6 supports eye-hand interaction, hand tracking, XR controllers, and external devices. So you can use Unreal Engine's built-in eye tracking, hand tracking, and other corresponding plugins to develop related features. Enabling fixed foliation rendering or eye-tracked foliation rendering can significantly improve rendering performance. Face tracking data can be used to drive blend shapes on a skeletal mesh for facial expression simulation. You can use a camera API to obtain camera image data for custom computer vision or image recognition features. Unreal Engine 5.7 has built-in application space warp technology, which performs system-level frame generation using motion vectors and depths. For mixed reality development, new features include environment depth, lighting estimation, and plane detection. For more features, please refer to the PICO developer documentation. Last but not the least, keep in mind that some features require the Unreal Engine PICO-Fork on GitHub. The PICO-Fork also includes more advanced rendering features, such as deferred rendering, TAA, and more. We recommend developers download it and try it out. That's all for today's tutorial. We hope you enjoy developing spatial experiences with PICO using Unity and Unreal Engine, and look forward to seeing all the amazing apps you create.